on this live right now. You know? Crazy. It took way too long. Yeah. I'm gonna just let y'all know just like that, you know what I'm saying? To the 1,600 people that's in here right now. Bro, trial is started today. There's no more free milk. I swear to God.
Reports were being released today alongside YNW Melly's brother YNWB Slime sharing that, quote, YNW Melly appears to be in good spirits as his trial where he's facing double life charges has officially began, sharing new photos of YNW Melly in the courtroom. Case-breaking evidence was also shared today. Here's what you need to know. In the courtroom, it was revealed that on October 26 in 2018, in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, two YNW associates being Sackchaser and Juvie would sadly pass while leaving a recording studio alongside YNW Melly and YNW Bortlen. Footage of Bortlen explaining how the incident even happened was then shared today.
And I'm driving, ducking for my life, trying to make sure I don't get hit. And you telling me, you telling me about some shit. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make sure I don't get hit. I'm driving. I'm trying to make sure I don't get hit. You know what I'm saying? What I'm gonna be worried about? You know what I'm saying?
I know it's not for you to worry about.
Shit crazy, bro.
But if you tell me it happened there's got to be some evidence there. There's going to be broken glass, just like there's broken glass over here when you guys open the doors and stuff like that. Okay, there's going to be broken glass over there when the windows got out. There's going to be casings from the people at your car. Okay, there's going to be evidence over there. Okay, right now there's nothing. I kind of think I know what happened because I got information.
As even in the courtroom today, YNW Bortlen sticks to his theory that while driving home inside of the vehicle with Melly, Sackchaser, and Juvie, an opposing vehicle filled with rival street members blocked their vehicle off on the road, causing Melly's car to go to a complete stop, in which the rival street members would then pull out their firearms with their windows down and begin using it against Melly's vehicle. This is how YNW Bortlen then drove the car off of the road into the empty parking lot while trying to protect his side of the vehicle, which would then leave Sackchaser and Juvie's side of the car a wide open target to these individuals. And this is then what would eventually lead to these two passing. However, the new evidence shared in trial today tells a completely different story. Detective Christopher Williams announced in court when the four YNW affiliates left the recording studio, YNW Bortlen himself drove this vehicle into the empty parking lot, away from any surrounding homes and witnesses. The feds believe that Bortlen created a distraction inside of the car. Meanwhile, YNW Melly did the act towards Sackchaser and Juvie, as GPS evidence tracked on YNW Melly's cell phone located in his jeans pocket revealed that YNW Melly and Bortlen sat in the parked vehicle for roughly 40 minutes. This was, however, until Melly stepped out of the car, walked around it twice in a circle before hopping back in. Evidence backing these claims is that Detective Christopher Williams believes the rapper was likely the one who committed the act towards the two YNW affiliates. Detective Williams then shared two motives for YNW Melly for him to even want to commit this crime, as it was revealed that YNW Sackchaser was set to receive $200,000 from YNW Melly's record label. However, prior to Sackchaser getting offered this record deal, YNW Melly's mother would post this online.
Show me text messages from Sackchaser, all her friends, and all these people, like he's about this life. But I'm saying, like, who you ever out at? What you ever did? You couldn't even take charge. If you don't sit your down and don't ever come for me, because my credentials is real. It ain't even a joke. So don't ever try to come for me, because I don't even play them type of games. Like, what you got that I ain't got? Oh, you your look. I got big. On the end of the day, Melly is my child.
This created a real mystery for law enforcement at the moment. However, revealed in the courtroom today, detectives now believe this is what all started the motive. This is because YNW Melly has stated many times in interviews and on social media that his mother is the most important thing in his life. If somebody goes after her, there could be a real motive to retaliate. So to find answers, the police attempted to subpoena 300 Entertainment during their investigation in order to investigate this. But the detectives explained that the company, quote, refused to honor our subpoena. The feds would then ask YNW Sack Chaser's mother, Jana Thompson, to expand on the $200K payment during a March 2022 deposition. Though she specified that she didn't know exactly who the alleged payment was from or what it was for, she said that her son, Sack Chaser, reached out to her a few days before he sadly passed, where she said, in quote, "My son hysterically called me," she said. "He was very concerned about my whereabouts. He was concerned about his sister's whereabouts. He was just very concerned, like something is gonna happen to us. And then he told me that he would not get his money," as she continued stating, "I'm probably not gonna get my 200 grand. I'm probably not gonna get my money." So around the time Sack Chaser sadly passed, his music career began taking flight, as there is evidence proving that his hit songs Tropical and Back End got the attention of YNW Melly's record label. However, this wasn't the only possible motive for the crime, as days before the passing of Sack Chaser and Juvie, Sack Chaser was caught by YNW Melly messing around with Melly's at-the-time girlfriend. Melly's ex-girlfriend's mother had a deposition with the feds. Now, this was actually revealed inside of the courtroom today. During the interview, the police officer asks the girlfriend's mom, "Were you aware that Sack Chaser sent your daughter some rather special type of pictures?" Where she responded, "Yes, I am." He asks, "You saw those pictures?" She replies, "I didn't see them, but she called me, and then they came over. She was in Tallahassee during that time, and she told me about them." Now, this easily could be seen as a motive for YNW Melly to do this act towards Sack Chaser, as the setting of Sack Chaser and Juvie's passing was almost just a perfect retaliation attempt. However, here's where it gets even more concerning for Melly, as evidence backing that Melly is allegedly guilty all starts with Detective Williams once again. A backstory on Detective Williams shows that he is known to be the greatest detective at recreating crime scenes to build an image on how certain crimes went down in the United States. As Williams reconstructed the entire crime scene, he went out, he purchased the exact same Jeep that the 4 YNW affiliates were driving in. He then had 4 human-like figures created matching the exact same height and weight as all 4 YNW affiliates. He then placed them all inside of the Jeep, everything lining up the exact same. Detective Williams then used the exact same firearm towards these figures, and everything lined up the exact same as the actual crime scene inside of the Jeep. It also revealed that YNW Melly, if he did do it, most likely did this act towards Sack Chaser and Juvie 8 inches away from their faces. This is all due to the aftermath that was on the crime scene. And then to end it off, all signs of who could have done this act to Sack Chaser and Juvie had to have been sitting in Melly's seat inside of the car. As here's the photo of where everyone was sitting. Bortlen was the driver, Melly was sitting behind him, Sack Chaser and Juvie both on the opposite side. Detective Williams used what is called the stick method. He sat in Melly's seat, he used plastic sticks to match the trajectory of a firearm that could have been used from his location, and the trajectory from Melly's seat showed a perfect match to where Sack Chaser and Juvie were affected when they were examined. Now, with the YNW Melly trial now beginning and evidence being released, we would also see rappers beginning to react to Melly, sharing their moments with him on social media, as we would even see Toronto rapper Drake sharing his love for YNW Melly's music style.
A kid like YNW Melly who just has the craziest melodies, pain in his voice, you know, but not afraid to just be like, yeah, sure, like I might be this way on road, but in my music, this is what I enjoy doing.
YNW Melly's brother, B-Slime, would also do an interview in the past when YNW Melly was first in jail, where he would share this.
So what's some of the musical advice YNW Melly gave you?
Musical advice: find fire melodies and make money.
No cap. At least you're just straightforward. How was it to see your brother rise to the forefront?
It's kind of like normal to me, because I already knew it was gonna happen. It's just a matter of time when.
What can the people expect to see Melly on?
What could it be? I would say a cheat code for the rap game.
To even Lil Durk sharing a memory that he had with Melly, where Durk and King Von would have a phone call with Melly while in jail.
Bust, you got 10 piece. Bust harder than mine. It's me.
It's the
It's y'all. I say, you got 10 piece.
Sean.
As not too long later, we would even see Kodak Black share his last moments with YNW Melly.
Yeah, man, free that boy Melvin, man. Free Melly.
Man, stop. We not playing like that. Oh, you go
As with YNW Melly's name now trending on Twitter, we would see rap OG Boosie share, and I quote, "I'm in prayers for YNW Melly tonight. I was in the airport one time and he paid for my food and magazines and really showed me love and respect. As he said, nah OG, you ain't paying for anything. I'm about to call the prayer warriors for you, bro." Now this would even lead into an alleged Snoop Dogg tweet that went viral, as it states that Melly Boy Cole, youngins doing questionable stuff in the industry now. Is he guilty though? Again, if this tweet is real, it has since been removed, although I did find it on Reddit. With all of the attention in the world on the YNW Melly case, the judge would ask Melly about allegedly trying to break out of jail, as the Broward County Jail where YNW Melly was currently locked up did an interview with Complex where they mentioned in the courtroom, Broward Sheriff's Office received a confidential tip regarding inmates Nicholas Lewis and Jamal Demons, both being housed in the same unit at the main jail, planning an escape from jail by having Demons' attorney bring in 2 handcuff keys to help with the escape. Additional information provided by the source was that Lewis had an illegal item in jail, as well as narcotics that were not prescribed to him. The statement continues saying, jail authorities searched Lewis's jail cell after the tip, which came from another inmate. They found multiple illegal items as well as narcotics for which he did not have a prescription for. YNW Melly's cell was also searched, but nothing was found except food from the commissary and an excessive amount of jail-issued clothing. This all started when an alleged inmate in Melly's cell block was eavesdropping on Melly and Lewis's conversation, as Melly could have mentioned something about escaping jail. I don't buy it, and neither does Melly's mom.
Okay, so I'm at work and I just seen this crazy story. First of all, this is just another tactic for them to try to literally just tarnish my son's character and everything. They do not want him having attorney visits in person, which will cause for ineffective counsel. So we went to court for that, and they took his phone calls and they have him locked down. They had no evidence whatsoever that his attorneys did anything wrong to prove these accusations, but they knew it would get picked up by the media. So when we get ready to pick a jury, hopefully within the next 2 weeks, it's gonna be, oh, this kid tried to escape. Oh, this kid tried to do all these things. This is all fake because they do not have a case.
Melly's mom mentions how the prosecutors have no good evidence against him, so they're just trying to make him look bad in front of the jury. Melly's music manager, 100K Track, stands with Melly's mom and reveals they have no good evidence.
He built a